What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the West Ham Liverpool post-match analysis video. And Liverpool are 19 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. We finally finished the game in hand that we had on all the other teams, and this was of course the West Ham Liverpool fixture, which Liverpool didn't play because we were in Qatar at the time. And it's just absolutely mind-blowing to me that this Liverpool team, 19 points clear at the top of the table, having won 23 games of their first 24 and one draw. And if you count the end of last season, that's now 32 wins and one draw from the last 32 games. And Liverpool are also 41 games unbeaten in the Premier League. This is unprecedented. The way that Liverpool started this season is a history in the making. And let me know guys, do you think this is the best ever Liverpool team in the history? Do you think this team is the best team in Premier League history? Of course, we are yet to win Premier League titles, and I think for this Liverpool team to be called the best in Premier League history, we probably either need to go unbeaten or need to win the Premier League by winning like more than 100 points. And I think Liverpool need to win back-to-back Premier Leagues for this team to really achieve true greatness. But I think getting to 2 Champions League finals, winning the second one, winning the European Super Cup, the Club World Cup, and then hopefully winning the Premier League will already make this Liverpool team absolutely legendary. And Liverpool didn't play well in the first half. And if you watch Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's post-match interview, he said that at halftime this Liverpool team was discussing that the standards weren't met. Jurgen Klopp probably told the players that they need to play with more intensity, more hard pressing, more accurate passing, more runs, just more effort put into the game. And in the first half, Liverpool were absolutely cruising, but Jurgen Klopp was having none of it. Jurgen Klopp wants this team to not just be good or great, he wants to put in world-class performance after world-class performance and just to be relentless. And this reminds me of the Bill Shankly motto that he wants to be, he wanted Liverpool to be almost untouchable, like just to build a Liverpool up and up and up until all the other teams just give in and give up because Liverpool are untouchable. And at the moment Jurgen Klopp is doing a similar thing with this Liverpool team. And West Ham put up a decent fight, but this Liverpool team, I mean, this was probably the first time that I was so relaxed, so calm. I just knew that we are better than West Ham and we will show it on the pitch. And I think this confidence also comes from Liverpool's absolutely incredible defense. Our defensive record is outrageous. Now Liverpool kept 8 clean sheets in 9 games in the Premier League. Absolutely ludicrous. And we have by far the best defense in the league. I'm just looking at the league table. Liverpool only conceded 15 goals in the first 29 games. But if you also consider that Liverpool conceded just 1 goal in our last 9 games in the Premier League. 1 goal conceded in 9 games. Wow, that's incredible. That's 1/4 of a whole season, just 1 goal conceded. So if Liverpool had Alisson in goal for the whole season, because remember Alisson got injured at the beginning of the season and Adrian had to come in, and don't get me wrong, Adrian is one of the best second choice goalkeepers in the Premier League, if not the best, but he's no Alisson. Alisson at the moment, in my opinion, he's the best goalkeeper in the world. Van Dijk, in my opinion, he's the best centre-back in the world right now. And you could say that Salah, one of the best forwards in the world at the moment. Salah was my man of the match. He got a goal through a penalty where Divock Origi was fouled. So just to finish my point, if Alisson didn't get injured against Norwich, Liverpool possibly could even threaten to break the Premier League goals conceded record, which is held by Chelsea of Jose Mourinho, where in Jose Mourinho's first season, Chelsea only conceded 15 goals, I think, in 38 games. Liverpool won't break that. because we already conceded 15 goals and there is still 14 games left. But Liverpool now have 70 points from 24 games. In the past 7 or 8 years, I remember quite a few Liverpool teams who finished on less than 70 points at the end of the season. And for Liverpool to have 70 points before February, it feels like surreal. It feels like this is FIFA and you need to up the difficulty, because this Liverpool team is just an absolute winning machine. And what is also incredibly remarkable, as Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain said in his post-match interview, at halftime the Liverpool players and Jurgen Klopp were disappointed with their performance. Even though we dominated West Ham, we were on cruise control. The second half, Liverpool upped the intensity. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain scored a brilliant goal on the counter-attack, and it seems like away at West Ham, we almost always score from their corner. It was a West Ham corner again. Van Dijk heads it clear, and then Mohamed Salah picks out Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain with the outside of his left foot, a wonderful assist. And Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain runs clear through, gets it past the defender, and then he slots it home with absolute ease. And I was so happy for him, because Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, remember, he missed almost the whole of last season. He came back at the end of the season, but he wasn't really an integral part of the Champions League winning side. So I really wanted Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to be integral to a team which wins a big title, and it looks like he will be. He already played 15 games in the Premier League this season, and I think that was his first Premier League goal, if I'm not mistaken. He already scored in the Champions League previously, some wonderful goals as well. And I was also so happy to see Naby Keita back, Fabinho also getting another run out, and Curtis Jones. The only worry is that Divock Origi picked up an injury. We don't know how serious that is, but it's a little bit of a concern, because Mane is also out injured, and Mane will probably miss the Southampton game. And now it looks like Origi could miss the Southampton game. So either Minamino or Oxlade-Chamberlain, or maybe even Xherdan Shaqiri, could start on the wing for Liverpool. But considering that Shaqiri wasn't even on the bench today, I think it will be either probably Minamino or Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. And there was a hairy moment for Liverpool where Trent Alexander-Arnold tries to clear a cross to a corner, and he hits the post, almost scoring an own goal. And if that goes in, it's 2-1. You know, the West Ham Stadium probably would have had a big rise in voice and in confidence. But ultimately, that was probably West Ham's best chance. Alisson had to make some good saves, but West Ham goalkeeper Fabianski was probably the best player of West Ham, because he kept so many Liverpool shots out. He saved from Divock Origi, from Salah, from other players as well. If it wasn't for Fabianski, this could have been a 4-0, a 5-0 victory for Liverpool. And now for Liverpool, I think we have a decent run of fixtures. We play Southampton, and then we have a 2-week break, and Liverpool, Man City played Tottenham away. And that's no certainty that Man City will win that, because Man City actually, even though they played their strongest lineup, they still lost at home to Manchester United, but only by 1 goal. And that means because they won the first leg 3-1, this was the League Cup semi-final, Man City still went through to the League Cup final, which I'm not too bothered about. Man City will probably win the League Cup. That means that it's 1 more game for them to play. And if Tottenham either get a draw or a win against Man City, and Liverpool go 21 or 22 points clear, it's even like crazy saying it. It's almost like a dream saying it, that Liverpool could be 20 plus points clear in a Premier League title race in the beginning of February. What is this season? Honestly, can you put this into words? What Liverpool is doing is unprecedented, unimaginable. Before the season, if someone told me that Liverpool would be 19 points clear of Man City at the beginning of February, I would say you should go into a crazy asylum or something. You are not sane. There is no way that happens, because Liverpool have never done that. Also, Man City had 98 points last season. Man City had 100 points 2 seasons ago. And Man City didn't even collapse that much. I mean, they have 51 points from 24 games. That's not a crazy bad record. That's usually on par of how second place teams get along at after 24 games. I mean, I saw an Excel table recently where they showed the average points total for each position after like 24 games, and Liverpool in first place had like a 16 point plus points total than the average. The usually average points total at this stage is like 54 points, something like that, after 24 games. For the first place team, the average points total after 24 games, that is. And Liverpool have like 15, 16 points more than that. So Man City are on par of what the average second place team is doing, usually. But Liverpool just smashed it out of the stratosphere, out of this world, literally, what they are doing. 32 wins and 1 draw from 30 to 33 games. That's almost a whole Premier League season. I can't even speak properly. It just sounds so unbelievable that Liverpool have almost 100% record from the last 33 Premier League games. Absolutely incredible. And I think that, honestly, if Liverpool don't win the title from this position, it will be the biggest shock in football history, probably. And it would be required for Liverpool to get like a top 4 team, like 4th or 5th place team points average from this point until the end of the season. Liverpool could even do it by getting like 1.7 points per game on average. So we can easily afford to lose 6 games and still win the title. And I know maybe even more, because I don't think Man City will win all their games remaining. That's my honest opinion, because Man City will probably focus on the Champions League and on other competitions. You could already see today that Man City were focusing on other competitions. Man City and Guardiola, they know that this title race is over. They probably know. And they are putting all their eggs on the other baskets. The League Cup, the FA Cup, the Champions League. Man City want to win as many as they can from those competitions. That's why they probably fielded their strongest possible lineup in the League Cup semi-final. So they make it sure that they get to the final. And in the end they did it, even though it was a pretty underwhelming performance by Manchester City. But this Liverpool team, I mean, I applaud every single Liverpool player and Jurgen Klopp and all the staff, and even the fans were magnificent throughout the season. And I loved how Jurgen Klopp went out and did his usual fist pump celebrations in front of the traveling Liverpool fans. Just brilliant. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. And just savor this season and drink it in, because we might never witness anything like this ever again in English football history. Liverpool are history makers so far, and I really hope that we just keep on winning and win the Premier League as early as possible. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.